Hello, everybody. It's me again. I think I'd better continue the momentum before I lose my voice. Okay. My topic this time is the Hualien Railway Culture Park. The Railway Culture Park. Okay. This park is located in Hualien, the east region of Taiwan, which is accessible by going through the Xueshan Tunnel and to Yilan and then go south. Or you can take the train and go through the northern part and going south on the east region again, and eventually arrive in Hualien. Or you can go from south to Hualien through Kaohsiung, then Pingdong, then back to Taidong, and then Hualien. Anyway, by describing this, you probably realize that Hualien isn't an area easy accessed. Okay, so let's talk about why there was such a facility built here by Japanese. Okay, you need to imagine first. Okay, before this region was developed, there was just one way highway here that it's built along the coastline. And if you look to the left side, going south, look to the left side of the bus or the car, you will see straight down the cliff, which was extremely dangerous. Okay, and like I said, Hualien is in the eastern region of Taiwan, which was underdeveloped compared to the west region of Taiwan in the Japanese occupation time. That part was built with a lot of infrastructure, such as sewer system, post system, and railroad, which was finished in 1908, connecting the north and the south part of Taiwan. That totally changed the way how things work. Excuse me, in Taiwan, and also since the west part was developed, and the Japanese government put their focus on the east side, which is abandoned with a lot of natural resources such as different kinds of metal ores, sugar, redwood. Okay, but you could tell that transportation was not really there. So even though there was a port there, it was just hard to ship anything out. So naturally, they need a light railroad system there to transport things, from Yuli to Hualien Port. Okay, so in the beginning, the Japanese Congress actually bypassed the governor here and just funded the project directly from Japan Congress. Okay, and they got the money to first build this place for engineers to stay. Okay, called Chuzhang. Okay, and then it turned into a bigger place with a station with manager's office and the personnel office, that which forms the first part of this culture park today. And in this part of the culture park, you will see a lot of photos to show people what it would look like in the old time, like Hualien Port, okay, and the old downtown Hualien city, and also, of course, the highway I mentioned. And also there's this very interesting exhibition I'd like to tell you about is that you see a teapot which was held by the train server to provide tea service to passengers, and passengers didn't need to have a glass. Uh, the server would provide you a standardized glass with a railroad mark on it, and it's something nostalgic to people over 50 maybe. They still have the memory of this service. Um, and also in the second part of this park, there was the construction affair office as well as the police station. Okay, the construction affair office is a old Japanese wood building with cocked latches, no nails. Okay, so that's something that's rarely seen in Taiwan anymore. And also, you might find it interesting to find a police station in the park, because after the station was built, the traffic gets more and more, and passengers might have argument, or you know, the station might have trouble with ticket. You know, people might not have tickets while they were riding the train. So naturally, they need a place to jail those who committed crime, or those are people are questionable. All right, and also in this area there is steam locomotive. Okay, the model is LDT 103, which was produced towards the end of the occupation time. That was like 1943, and this model, the L letter means light railroad, light railroad. Okay, D is drive wheel, and T means tender. Tender here means there's a part of the steam locomotive that needs to carry the water for the steam, you know, to push the train forward. Okay, so this also symbolized how much Japan needed to develop Taiwan. They actually shipped this locomotive from Japan to Taiwan. All right, and let's talk about why they need to back to why they need to develop this area, because during the colonialism time, the government of Japan needed to ship a lot of resources back to Japan. Okay, so that's why they need to build the eastern region. Okay, after they ship the stuff back to Japan, they needed to process it and turn the resources into products and resell them into different regions of the empire. Okay, so that's why this place came around to become a station. Okay, and this place, this park actually opens from Tuesday to Saturday, not Sunday and Monday, from 8:30 to 12, and then 1 to 5 o'clock in the evening. So if you are going there, please pay attention to the opening hours and days, so you don't miss it. Okay, so this is my presentation. Hopefully it's helpful. I took something from Linda's presentation, which is really helpful. Otherwise, there's no way I could, continue for 9 minutes. All right, so hopefully, again, hopefully you have a nice weekend. All right.